Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Old Dead Man, your host. We are on the forums today, which is where they announce such things as planned battle rating changes. So let's take a look at them. There's not that many this time, so let's just kind of give it a quick run over here. It won't take that long. They've got some changes here. I'm going to touch on the realistics, but you can see that the arcades are here. My main touch on the arcade ones is you'll see the M36s in arcade are going from 5.7 to 5.3, and the Skinks going up from 5.0 to 5.3. On the realistic side, the Strela 10M2 is going from 9.3 to 9.0. The Martyr 1A3 is going from 8.0 to 7.7. Not sure I agree with that one, but I'm not seeing the statistics on the backside. M48s are dropping from 7.3 to 7.0, and that is a good change right there. They really have, once you get into that area, you're going against stuff that can slaughter you really easily. So those have been suffering for a while. Same with the Magok 1. It just doesn't, I mean, it's basically the same tank in general principle and how it's used. The AS 4247 is going from 1.7 to 2.0. No surprise there. IKV 103 going from 4.7, dropping 2 steps to 4.0. That is quite the drop there, and I think it's well needed on that one. Rurocat 105 is going from 8.7 to 9.0. I don't see Rurocats that often, but yeah, 105 millimeters at 8.7, that should do just fine normally. Now at 9.0, should also do just fine. A couple of fire rates have been changed. The M10s have all been changed from 9.5 to 10.9 rounds per minute. That'll be a tremendous help for the M10s, which have a turret rotation rate that requires a calendar. Martyr 3 goes from 10 to 12 rounds per minute. T69 2G goes from 8 to 7, and I can only see that as a balancing factor because I think it's been punching above its weight class at its BR. And the Khalid's getting the L23 round, which should just tell you that it's needed a little extra oomph to get there, but they don't think it needs a battle rating change. Let's move on to Aviation, and a lot of them are big ones at the top. So top tier is going to going up to 12.0. No surprise, the F-16s and the MiG-29s are slaughtering the world up there. Even the F-14 is well punching above its weight class, though it's going from 11.3 to 11.7, and it's changing from rank 7 to rank 8. Tornadoes, 3 models of them, the F4EJ Kai and the Harrier GR7 are all going from 11.3 to 11.7. The Harrier GR7 is also bumping up to rank 8, so keep that in mind as well. You can say the arcade changes there as well, but I'm not going to touch on those in detail. F104s in Italy and the S model, which I don't remember which nation that is, are going from 10.7 to 11.0. Not sure I agree with that one because the F104 just really only has speed on its side. It doesn't have any of the features it needs. And also the 104S is going from rank 6 to rank 7. Dropping down, we got a couple of helicopters, the Z-19s, well deserved to go up a step from 10.3 to 10.7. Those things are nasty. F-104Cs, F-104A, F-104A China, going from 9.7 to 9.3. That's more what I was expecting. So those more advanced models must have some additional features that are making it so they're still performing a little better than they expected. I'm not familiar with the Z9W or Z9WA, but 9.3 to 9.7, 9.7 to 10.0. Mi-24D going from 9.0 to 8.7. No surprise. Not for me, because those are not holding up in the face of aircraft, and I think they have to get too close to be effective against those radar SPAA. Another no surprise here, the F9 F2 is going from 8.3 to 8.0 and long overdue. My heavens, that could easily drop to 7.7, and I expect it'll drop further in the coming days. F2H2 dropping from 7.7 to 7.3. Again, long overdue. That's been needed for a while. F4U4B going from 6.0 to 5.7. And I can pretty much guarantee you that what started happening is they were going up against too many jets, and that really killed its efficiency. The Seafire FR-47 going from 5.3 to 5.7, along with the Sea Fury FB-11, should be no surprise. Very effective, very agile aircraft for the additional features they bring. Focke-Wulf 190A4 and A5U2 dropping from 4.3 to 4.0. I can tell you in ground RB, Focke-Wulf 190s while they've got tremendous cannon ability, as soon as you get past the first merge, you are shot. You are not going to be able to maneuver those around on most any reasonable aircraft. So no surprise for me. B-18B going from 3.7 to 4.0. Surprised? Yeah. But the one that really surprised me here is that HE100D1 going from 2.0 to 1.7. I thought it would have stuck around at the 2.0 BR. I think it holds pretty well there. And of course, you have several that are going from rank 7 to rank 8, specifically the F-14A, the MiG-23 MLA, and the MiG-23 MLD, and the MiG-27K. In addition, the Harrier GR7, the Mirage 2000 S5, all going from rank 7 to rank 8, so they're expanding out rank 8 aviation. And the F-104S is going from 6 to 7. They've made the other adjustments for how many vehicles you have to unlock, and that's just kind of letting you know what's going on. Then over on fleet, these are pretty straightforward. You know, Nepal, HMS Nepal, Kelvin, and Jervis, and the IJ and Yubari, all going from 4.7 to 4.3. Those are larger units that are dropping down a touch, which means that the lower, those upper coastal and lower blue water naval actions are going to get a little bit more interesting. The HMCS Brantford going from 2.3 to 2.7, the Liscombe going from 2.0 to 2.3, and the Carmi PC-466 going from 2.0 to 2.3, and the Type K8 number 13 and KM5 both going from 1.3 to 1.7. I realize we just spent a bit of time looking at a chart. I do apologize. We're just trying to get this out because I want you to be able to comment on the battle rating changes. And there is a link to a feedback thread in the planned battle rating changes announcement. The honest to goodness, they do pay attention to these threads. There are often battle rating changes that do occur just because people suggest them. So definitely give your feedback, be polite, be efficient, and have a plan to kill everyone. Oh, sorry, wrong. That's the other game. That's Team Fortress. Yeah. Yeah, don't do that. But give them feedback. Let them know what you think, and get under those threads and be prepared to argue nicely for why you believe those changes need to be changed. Thank you very much for joining me today. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in War Thunder and maybe even on the forums.